Archangel Michael says, "Your miracle has just arrived, but this is your final warning. If you ignore this, the blessing will be taken back. Open right away. Please take this message seriously, my beloved child. I'm not making this up. There's no chance in this. Something divine led you here, and heaven is keeping a close eye on you. Not long ago, something strong was sent out in your name, and Archangel Michael was right next to it when it was written. Your miracle has been approved, but wait, there's more. It hides something, and you'll never know what it is if you leave without taking it out. You could already feel it, right? Today, that strange pull, that quiet nudge in your chest, like someone or something is calling you from above. You might have ignored it the first or second time, but you couldn't ignore it now, because this message is on a frequency that your soul knows. You are being approached by Archangel Michael. He is talking to your heart right now, and he needs to talk to you right away. Heaven didn't just agree with your miracle. They put a message at the end that you were never supposed to skip. Heaven stayed awake for you last night while everyone else was sleeping, and something holy happened. In front of God, a scroll was opened. Your name was called out by an angel at the exact time a light changed today. This child has been through enough, Archangel Michael said as he spoke. Okay it right now. God agreed, but he said one more thing. Put a message inside it, yet check to see if they open it. My child, you have that secret message in your hands right now. You only have a short time to hold on to it before it fades. Because yes, your miracle has been sent, but it's not complete until you hear what's inside. You cried over this, right? At night, you couldn't sleep and begged heaven to move. You even asked, are people paying attention? And Archangel Michael was at that time. He could hear you cry, even though your lips weren't moving. He ran away when he saw your heart hurt. He begged God to help you fight. Now tell me, after all that, would you walk away from the message heaven put inside your miracle? I have something to tell you that you were never supposed to hear. There was no reason for this miracle to happen this week. It took too long. It was blocked because someone you trusted was in the way without meaning to be. Archangel Michael fought through it, though. He didn't stop until the block was broken. And something strange happened when it was finally released last night. The candle next to your name went out twice. Archangel Michael let out a gasp because that flicker meant that a secret truth had been found. This miracle has something to do with your past, something that hasn't been solved. Because of this message is more important than any other you've read. Also, kid, pay close attention. There is no thing that is the hidden part of your miracle. It is a real revelation. In the next few days, someone will say something that will change everything, but if you leave now, you won't be able to understand it, because this message is the key. The whisper gets your heart ready for what's to come. As you read this, you might get chills. That's not how your body sounds. That's your spirit opening up, because a part of your soul already knows what heaven is telling you right now. Why then was this kept secret? Because this part isn't meant for everyone. The only person who doesn't skip, the person who stays, the person who wants to know what heaven has been hiding, that's you. That's why you're still here. The guardian angels are looking. There is only one person who can finish what started in the sky last night, and that person is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael has one request before we go on. Do not leave until the end. You've missed a lot of signs before, but this one is different. Fire and gold were used to seal this one. The miracle will still happen even if you leave in the middle, but you won't know what to do with it. That's the part that worries Archangel Michael the most. My beloved, listen up, Sparkles. Get ready for the next part of Heaven's secret message. I need you to promise something. Don't forget about this message. The divine can stay with you if you tap the subscribe button right now. Angels are keeping track of how many people listened. Sparkles, be one of the few people who stayed. Take a deep breath, because what I'm about to say will make sense of everything. The real miracle isn't just what you're about to get. It's about what kind of person you become after getting it. Heaven isn't giving you this gift as a reward for making no changes. They're giving it to you because they saw something grow in you when everyone else gave up. They saw that you were still praying, trying, and having faith. That's when your name was called in heaven, even when you were too tired to even whisper a prayer. It's now written on a scroll that can't be erased. But you need to get this. You can choose the miracle. Either you become the person God approved of last night, or you go back to the past that almost broke you. There is no longer a middle ground. So, the message needs to be sent right away. That's why Archangel Michael is saying, open this right now. The angels know that a miracle without revelation is like a map that doesn't lead anywhere. Heaven didn't go through all of this just to see you lose your way again. Take a moment to pause with me before we go any further. Make a promise to yourself that this message is for you if your spirit knows it. In the comments, type Amen to show that you agree with what heaven has called for your life. Agreed upon, not as a habit or a routine. It tells them you are here, listening and ready when you write it. Then stay with me, because what comes next finishes what heaven began. You need to know something else. This miracle was intended to be seen by Archangel Michael. It had to be loud for him, but God said no. Let it come softly, like a secret that only honest people can hear, he said. That's why there won't be any fireworks when it comes. There will be a change, a call, a whisper. A door that was always shut will feel like it's open all of a sudden. Do not miss the little signs. That's where your miracle will be. No one else will look there. At times, you almost missed. Child, I have to tell you what's going to happen, but you need to keep your heart open, because you'll never live the same again after hearing it. I do hear you. Let's keep going and give your soul even more peace. Now, this message is more than just a bunch of words. In your spirit, it has turned into a living, breathing experience. It's not over yet. Do you feel that? It feels like there is still something lovely in the air around you. That's because Archangel Michael is still here, waiting and watching to make sure you really get what heaven fought to give you tonight. You didn't just read this message. You became close to it. Your heart stopped fighting and began to remember somewhere along the way. To remember what it's like to be seen, picked, and loved without having to do anything to deserve it. This moment was made for you, and you were made for it. That's why everything tried to take your attention away from it before you could find it. You made it, though. You still paid attention. You still let your heart open. I have a secret that no one else in heaven knows. There was a spiritual gate that opened when you said yes earlier. That gate wasn't outside of you. It was inside. As soon as it was opened, light started to pour into every dark corner that fear had made walls around. Not only tonight did your spirit get better, it came to life. It will get stronger over the next few days. You'll know when something is wrong. When peace comes into a room, you'll know it. If someone talks to you out of love or pain, you'll know it. Changes will happen to the way you move. Talk less loudly, listen more. Because you're not the same person you used to be. You're turning into the person you were always meant to be. You need to hear something else. Someone in the spiritual world has already been moved by your story. Because you didn't give up tonight, a soul that is still looking will find light. That's how strong your yes was. It didn't just change your path. It set off waves that you might never fully understand. Someone will walk into their miracle one day, and the invisible seed will lead them back to this moment, your courage, and this message. As you read this, if the thought of a loved one who has died makes your heart hurt, let the tears fall. Since they're here, they are now able to get close. Tonight is just for you, not as a record, but as a sign from God. They read this to you. They can see that your spirit is shining brighter, and with happy tears in their eyes, they said, "Thank you," in a whisper. They heard it at last. I want you to do something very easy tonight before you go to sleep. Put your hand over your heart and close your eyes. Feel it. You can remember that rhythm, that pulse. There's a reason you are still alive. Your job is not done yet. Heaven still wants to do a great thing through you, and God still fixes things that have been broken or lost. It's possible that you don't see the whole picture yet, but how may still be on your mind. What now? This is what heaven says in return. Just take another breath. Rest. Trust. You don't need to make a plan for the next 10 years. One moment at a time is all you need to walk with God. From now on, you'll never have to walk alone again. Now, your house is safe. Your soul is now in the right place. Your future is now safe because of something much bigger than fate. It is guided by the will of God. Heaven wants to talk to you more. In the coming days, you will start to see numbers that keep coming up. The words that people say to you that feel like they send this message. Dreams that seem more real than ever. Don't forget about them. Note them down. These are not just random events. These are light threads that connect the next part of your story. This is how God talks to us. Through moments, whispers, signs, and divine interruptions like this one. Also, if no one told you this today, ask heaven to tell you. You are very important. You are loved a lot. You were chosen without a doubt. And God will always and forever protect you. Also, remember this last promise that Archangel Michael made to you directly in your heart. I follow you everywhere. I will go through everything with you. What God has said will not be hurt by evil. There will be no darkness on this holy ground from now on. This house is locked up. This soul is marked. Tonight is a holy night. Now you can sleep well. There is still heaven here. We are still here, beloved. You, me, and heaven all at once. That means you still have a powerful thing going on inside you. There are no mistakes in the time that God sets. You're not broken or weak because you're reading this. You're ready to read this. Get ready for the next season. Good to go for restoration. Get ready to remember what your spirit has always known. You're not here to be forgotten. You came here to be happy. If this truth feels right to you, subscribe now. You are making this choice to stay in line with the promises God is making over you. It's not passive to subscribe. It is a position of prophecy. It means, I choose to stay where heaven speaks to me all the time. Tonight is the start of a spiritual agreement. When you said yes, heaven made a promise that can't be broken. I'm never going to leave you again. In other words, your life will have a different frequency from now on. People will feel this kind of light before you even speak. Some people won't get why entering a room makes them feel calm. Some people will not understand why they cry when they talk to you. It's because heaven has marked you. There is a divine presence in you. You have never been like other people. Now that the angels have cleared the air and Archangel Michael has protected your home with a shield stronger than steel, you will start to see proof of what was said. Take a look at what will happen soon. A confirmation is on the way. It could come from a stranger, a sudden chance, or a breakthrough in the area where you were having the most trouble. You should be able to see something better soon after giving up hope on it. It will be clear to you when it does. This was it, your soul will whisper. That message was real. Heaven doesn't play games, heaven brings it. But one more thing needs to be done. Just one. It's all so easy. Don't go back. Remember not to go back to old fears, ways, or habits. If someone loved you when you were broken, don't go back to them. Don't dim your light to fit in with people who were never meant to be a part of this new process with you. You are now rising. People who can't breathe at your new height will drop off. Let them. That's grace. That is lining up. Indeed, that is divine elevation. There's no need to argue anymore. You don't need to explain your growth. There is no need to defend your healing. Things that God does in your life will speak louder than any words you could ever use. Spread your peace, or stay calm and find the answer. Let your happiness be your answer. Archangel Michael wants you to keep this in mind. You are fully known and still deeply picked. You don't need to work for what you already have. Peace, love, health, and favor. From the start, it was all yours. Tonight did nothing more than remind you of what your soul already held. You are living proof that light can beat darkness, that hope can come back to life. What miracles do to find the lost. Once you're done reading this message, please take a moment to sit still. Close your eyes, feel the air around you. It now has something in it, rather gentle, more alive. That's what angels left behind. They went through. They talked under their breath. They blessed your steps. Their work in your life will not stop when this message does. Even if you don't have any windows open, you might feel a breeze, a flash in your lights, a smell that makes you think of someone in heaven, a song on the radio that says exactly what you need to hear. That isn't a mistake. That is carrying on. Heaven will talk for a long time after these words end. If your enemy tries to tell you this wasn't real, remind him of how you felt. Peace doesn't lie. Your chest didn't get lighter on its own. The warmth you felt didn't come from a screen. And angels don't need permission to exist. They do it already. They were right there with you tonight. You're not weak. You're not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You have been picked. You are being led. You're all set. So get up. Because it does. Walk like heaven is with you. Speak like God hears everything you say, because He does. Love like you're better, because you are. Tonight, sleep like you have angels at your door, because you do. Archangel Michael has already started to watch over what you own. God is smiling and telling you in your spirit, "See, my child, I told you I would never let you go." Even though it's getting darker outside, the sky is still open. You are still being protected by Archangel Michael. The line between the spiritual and the physical is so thin that you can almost feel angel wings whispering in your heart. The miracle has already begun to happen. It might not show up with flashing lights or big signs, but if you look closely, quietly and patiently, you will see it. Now is the time to shift. The weight is going up. The old one is falling down. A lot of light is coming in. There's something holy about this silence, right? There's something beautiful about the way your heart is finally hearing this message, and your own soul. You turned off the world's noise long enough to hear what will last forever. And in the quiet, God says, "My child, I never left, and I never will. You're not just getting better tonight, you are being born again. With each breath you take under this divine covering, years of emotional pain, ancestral trauma, and hidden grief are washed away. It's not just breaking cycles. You are making new plans for people who will come after you. Because of what you did tonight, the children in your family will feel safer. They'll have better dreams. Because you didn't scroll away and instead chose to believe, they will walk stronger. I see your wounds," Archangel Michael says. "I can see the fights you fought alone. I can see the broken hearts you never talked about. I can see your strength, though. I see how much you love even though things are hard. I can see your kindness. That's why I picked you. Not because you are perfect, but because you are ready. There are now things going on in heaven that you can't see. Someone wants to bless you. There's a door about to open. You are about to get a message. A holdup is about to end. You are now getting things that have been held back for weeks, months, or even years. It's like rain after a drought. You'll look back on tonight one day and say, 'That was the start of it all.' Remember how you felt as you read this. Do not ignore it. Don't go back to the fear, the noise, or the habits. Do not close the door. Allow light to come in. Do not stop this holy frequency. You don't have to make big changes right away. Just change the way you feel. Keep your peace. Keep your happiness safe. Be careful what you say. Talk like you know God is listening. Because God is listening. It's okay if you wake up tomorrow with tears in your eyes. That's freedom. As soon as you have a sudden, clear thought or a strong urge to leave something harmful, you should do it. In that case, alignment is at work. You're being led by your angels without force. That's your intuition getting stronger. Let it take the lead. Your prayers are getting stronger. It's brighter than ever before. And heaven has marked your home. Tonight has drawn a line that no darkness can cross. The fire around you is too strong for any shadow to stand. If a soul said yes to divine restoration, the curse can't stay on them. You have been picked. It's safe for you. You are walking through open heaven right now. It will start to show up in small ways. A message from someone you haven't talked to in a while. The sudden ending. An act of kindness. A delay that turns into perfect timing. These are not just random events. There are confirmations here. Your guardian angels will keep telling you until you can't forget how you felt tonight. loved, needed, picked, safe. As you rest, keep your heart open. While you sleep, keep your spirit in tune. Don't forget that this message doesn't end here. You now have it inside you. You should read it again if you need to. Heaven will see you over and over again. Because real love lasts. Now is your chance. This is the miracle for you. This is your message. You're never by yourself, not tonight, never ever. You're still here. That is the most powerful thing of all. A lot of people would have left. This would have been ignored by most people who would have scrolled away thinking it was just another voice. Not you, though. You stayed. That's right. You opened. Your life will never be the same again. Because when you pay attention to heaven, it shows you things. This is the point where listening turns into taking part. Right now, if you feel something changing inside you, I want you to ground it. This is what you should write in the comments. I accept what heaven has prepared for me. This is more than a comment. It is in line. Yes, it's okay. You are giving up your resistance and going along with what is already moving toward you. If you let the angels protect you for even a moment, they will do so forever. You have been meant to know this since the day you were born. You were never meant to be small. You were meant for something bigger. That hunger you've always had, that ache for more. That is real. That is wonderful. That's the seed God put in your heart before you took your first breath. The enemy tried to bury that seed by causing doubt, pain, fear, shame, and betrayal. But seeds do better in the ground. And tonight, that seed starts to grow. You are now rising. You will get back everything you lost in better shape. Things that broke you will now help you get through them. Things that were meant to hurt are now helping. Say, Heaven, I am ready. First thing when you wake up. Just that one sentence sends a message into the air. The angels are told to move. It lets heaven know that your spirit is in sync. It says, I'm not just getting by, I'm going to show up. The miracle happens when you show up, because there was no delay in the miracle. It was ready for you to believe. It's coming now that you know about it. Pay close attention. In the next 48 hours, some of you will get news that will feel strange and come as a surprise. It could come from a talk, a message, or a doorbell that you didn't even expect to ring. Do not question it when it happens. Forget about it. That is the answer from God to your yes. God was moving quickly because your heart was finally ready. For some of you, rest is what will bring about the miracle. That implies that it will be less noisy. People who used to bother you will no longer do so. Things will start to calm down. What used to drain you won't be able to touch you anymore. That's not being uninterested. That's peace. That's how you know heaven is separating you from the things that used to drain your energy. The miracle will come as fire for some people, a sudden love, thoughts that won't go away. You wake up in the middle of the night from big dreams, visions of a future you didn't let yourself think about. Note them down. After them, believe them. There is no delusion in them. They are downloads from heaven. They show you how to build the life you were always meant to have. Remember this no matter what way it comes, whether it's through fire or peace, a phone call or a dream. It's your turn now. You're not behind. You're not hurt. You're not behind schedule. You are exactly on time. From now on, the angels will walk with you. They'll get into rooms before you do. They will make paths straight again. They will give you words when you can't speak and strength when your knees are shaken. You're not by yourself. Not now. Never ever. So sleep tonight with complete peace of mind. Feel free to smile even if you don't know why. Take deep breaths and act like the war inside you is over. It is over. Let go of the person you were. Meet the person you were meant to be. Thank God for always being there for you. It's only the beginning for Him. Heaven is looking down. Your guardian angels are ready. You're ready now. You got through the storm okay. Now, beloved, welcome to the light. Heaven is still not done with you right now, because when a message from God comes through, it doesn't go away. It keeps getting better every day, layer by layer. Tonight may have been the start, but what's coming up is proof. It won't be small either. There won't be any hints. You'll see it. It will hit you. You'll understand. When God moves, there is no doubt that what is happening was planned. There is only peace, clarity, and the knowledge that it was never random. It was heaven the whole time. When you wake up, your eyes will look different. There will be light where there was darkness before. You'll find signs where you thought there were none before. It's the same world, but the mood is different. People who speak to your soul will draw you to them, along paths that feel like peace, and that one thing that scared you, hurt you, or made you feel alone will no longer bother you as much. Why? Because you didn't follow the rules. You cut the line. You answered the call from heaven. Tomorrow, if fear or doubt try to whisper that it wasn't real, say it out loud. It was real, and I was there when heaven met me. Since you're here. You let the message get through. The spiritual world was able to fill your heart, and that kind of giving up doesn't go away. It gets bigger. There was still more to come after the message stopped. You now have it inside you. Your room is no longer just a room from now on. It's a safe place. It's not just a heart anymore. It's a boat. It's not just a life anymore. It is a divine assignment. You will change the way you see people, listen to things more carefully, feel inner pulls and nudges. Those aren't just thoughts. That's the Holy Spirit making you more sensitive. That's your intuition tuned to God's frequency. Pay attention. It becomes more clear the more you honor it. Listen to this again so that your spirit will always remember it. You will always be loved completely and without conditions, not for what you do, not because of how great you are, just because you are His. You could never get away from mercy. No matter what, you could never lose grace. You are good enough because that's how you were made. Don't let anyone, not even yourself, change your mind. You got a taste of what it's like to be held, safe, and surrounded all the way tonight. And it's not going anywhere. The cover stays on even when the screen goes dark. The angels are there, Archangel Michael continues. Tonight you might hear some new sounds, a creak, a breeze, and a vague sense of your name. Don't be scared of it. That's not dangerous. That's being aware. That is heaven calling. You might have more vivid dreams or feel like you're floating while you sleep. They show that things are lined up. This is what takes place when the veil gets less thick. Tomorrow, you might feel called to be kind to someone and comfort them out of the blue. That's not a coincidence. That's too much. You might as well be a channel. The things you got were never meant to end with you. It was meant to go through you. Don't be shocked if someone tells you they feel something different. The things you used to carry are not with you. Pain lost. Fear didn't last. Anxiety did not win in the end. Heaven did. When you opened your spirit, an old and holy thing responded. You were more than just a name. You're like a scroll in heaven. And now the story goes on. The bad guy wanted you to skip this. He wanted you to scroll. You didn't, though. That's right. It's no longer okay for him to do that. You will be able to tell him not here when he tries to come back. Not any longer. Your house is owned by God. Heaven is where your heart should be. Your soul is marked. Your life is wonderful. Archangel Michael is not going through either. He is staying because of his job. Close your eyes. Tonight, don't be afraid. Be at peace, not with questions, but with thanks, with holy rest, not with heavy hearts. The kind of rest that makes you feel better all over. The kind of rest you can only get when heaven hugs you and says, "You're safe now." Go to sleep now. This is in heaven. You have been picked. It's safe for you. You are getting better. You're loved. Stay in this energy for a little while longer right now. You're now in a holy place, and heaven is still pouring out on you. You knew everything. The warmth. It's really hard. The tears. The quiet chill that's going through you. Yes, beloved, that is proof. You didn't make it up. That's how you know God has been close. Closer than the air you breathe. Every angel that is in charge of your life has been called into action, and it will stay that way from now on. You are walking under the watchful eye of God. There is no fear around you. There is only love. Archangel, we want you to know that Michael has given his blessing for your healing, restoration, protection, and the kind of miracle that not only changes your life, but also changes the way your soul works. Your spiritual DNA is being changed. No more pain cycles. No more chains of generations. Don't suffer in silence in places where you were meant to shine. Your name has been said in the halls of heaven tonight. If that truth just hits you in the chest, you need to deal with it. In the comments, type Amen to show that you agree with what heaven has decided for your life. It doesn't prove anything to anyone when you do that. You're telling heaven that you're done fighting what was always meant to be yours. It was said with respect by angels. God saw you and said, "That's my child." I pick again, not because of how well they did, but because they had heart, because you never gave up hope even when it hurt. You tried even though it hurt you. You kept coming even when no one clapped. Heaven will honor that. Not perfection, but sticking with it. Pay close attention. Tonight is still going on. Don't be shocked if your dreams get very real. If you get up at the same time every day. If you feel like someone is with you. If all of a sudden your heartbeat matches something you can't see. That is lining up. For your soul, that sound is the sound of heaven. As you walk, remember to stay safe. You will now walk in revelation. You'll be able to see things that other people miss. Changes will be felt in your heart before they happen. You'll be able to tell when you walk into a room whether it's safe or not. That's not fear. That is having discernment. It's also one of your best gifts. Heaven has opened up a deeper part of you. Be careful with it. Keep your peace. Take a look around you. You're not just a person anymore. You carry divine light with you. Your body is a container. Your house is a safe place. God isn't done yet. This is not the end of the message. It marks the start of movement. The people who left you weren't supposed to control your future. It's not your fate that plans that didn't work out went through. Delays did not mean no. They were divine side trips. You were sent in a different direction to keep you safe, get you ready for something much bigger than you thought. Maybe you still don't know what to do. That's fine. Change doesn't happen right away. It slowly unfolds. But the first thread was pulled tonight. Things start to change for the better from here on out. Your mind will get clear. People will listen to your voice. You will say no to things that used to make you want to do them. You'll want quiet more than noise. It's not because you're working harder, but because your spirit can finally breathe. Layer by layer, the weight is going up. It's true that tomorrow will feel different. The fog is going away. You'll soon be confused about how you managed to stay inside for so long. Do not rush through this. Do not handle it. Let heaven take charge. Give the job to the angels. Rest your soul. You've done enough. Now hear this last message from Archangel Michael himself. I've fought for you in places you can't even name. I stood with a fire sword at the gates of your house. Tonight I said I was no longer afraid. Stop the pain. Do not hide anymore. There is divine fire all over you. You are sealed in light from heaven. What God says can't be broken through. There is no darkness, no attack, not a plan. You're free. So get some rest tonight, a soft smile. Take deep breaths. Do not forget this. You got the message. The angels didn't leave. God moved, and the holy page in your story just turned. Heaven stays close, watching, holding, and listening, even as the minutes go by. Your spirit calls back to the light you were born from every second you stay here. You're not just going through life by chance. You are a holy soul walking a holy path, and that path is getting brighter under your feet. Fear may whisper, but if you walk by faith, light will show you the next step. You want proof that you are not so broken that you can't be fixed. It's here. You're not hurt. You're changing. Each crack let more light in. Every scar shows that you've healed before and will heal again. What made you eligible before is now what makes you eligible. It's not too late. You're not too much. Right where you are is where you should be. Tonight is not the end. It's an invitation, a call to rest deeply, believe fully, and rise up strong. You are waking up to something holy and old, the parts of you that remember being happy, the part that used to sing freely, the part that believes in miracles, even though it hasn't said anything in years. That part is back to life, because love has always been trying to reach you. Here it is again. You asked for proof that you are not broken beyond repair. You're not hurt. You are changing. More light could get in through every crack in your heart. Each scar you have shows that you have healed before and will heal again. What you thought got you kicked out is actually what gets you in for this next season. It's not too late. You're not too much. You are exactly where God wants you to be. Tonight is not the end. It's telling you to rest deeply, believe fully, and rise strongly because something new is awakening inside you. Something very old. Something holy. You remember happy times you used to sing without feeling bad, and you still believe in miracles even after years of silence. Those parts of you are coming back to life now. You are being loved, real divine love, and it has never stopped. They are happy every time your heart says yes. Even if it's a quiet yes, a yes that's not sure, or a yes that's shaking but willing. God knows that even a small yes can move the biggest mountain. And tonight, Archangel Michael heard your yes. He will keep watch until morning, until your eyes open, and until your strength comes back. There is a peace around you that the world can't give. You might wake up with clarity, energy, and ideas that you didn't expect. Don't question it. That is lining up. That is just the right time. God is giving your purpose new life through that. Take note of how things start to go. Talks that used to drain you will no longer do so. People who hurt you in the past won't bother you as much now. You will feel less stressed, not because everything is going to be okay all of a sudden, but because you are now rooted, grounded, and connected again. Tonight, something eternal anchored itself in your soul and will make it harder for you to be shaken. Take it easy if someone you were supposed to hear from soon gets in touch with you. It could be a note, a memory, or a second chance. Allow it to happen. Let love come in. Come on, peace. Let God show you what happens the first time you trust Him completely. Don't forget that miracles don't always sound loud. They can show up as calm mornings, deep sleep, deep breaths, or a heart that doesn't beat as fast as it used to. I think those are miracles too. And yours starts tonight. Now take a deep breath again. Let your shoulders loosen up. Take a break from thinking. Open up your heart. Heaven is already at work, so let it do its thing. It's safe for you. You're being heard. You're loved a lot. You are now free. Yes, beloved, your spirit is still listening right now, and that's more important than you think. Every second you stayed, every breath you took, and every tear you shed was not in vain. It's not just words anymore. This turned into a meeting, a visit from God, a turning point in your life that you couldn't see coming. Heaven wrapped its arms around you like a blanket. You have been through something holy if you are still here. Even though you're tired, your spirit is wide awake. You don't just feel calm when you feel like you're starting over. In a way, your soul is reset. Your purpose is changing. Your angels are happy. You didn't just read a message. You went through a spiritual threshold that had your name written in light on it. The next few days might feel a little different. You might cry out of the blue, smile for no reason, feel things that you thought were gone. That's healing, letting go of what was heavy. The dust that stuck to your light is being taken off. You are going back to being yourself, the real you, the one God saw all the time, the person that Archangel Michael came to watch over. Don't be shocked when answers start to show up where there was confusion. The paths will become clear. Things that were stuck will move. People who didn't say anything will now. This is not a mistake. For alignment, yes is the answer. Heaven will always remember a yes. You might hear music in a new way. Find more meaning in the things you say. Wait before you respond. That is having discernment. In everyday life, that's the Holy Spirit walking with you. You will know when to talk and when to be quiet, and you will also know when to stay and when to leave. It's like that when God's Spirit rests on someone. They get lighter. You might even feel your hands getting warm or tingly. That's power. That's what heals. That is bringing about purpose. You can heal, protect, and fight spiritual battles, and some of you didn't know it until now. Tonight, your calling came to you. You will soon know why you went through what you did, why the pain was so sharp, the reasons why the delays were actually acts of mercy. Also, your home isn't the same, beloved. When you wake up, you'll feel it. Less heavy, better, like a heavy thing finally left. That's real. Archangel Michael didn't just stop by to say hello. He came to clean, protect, and start over with what's inside your home. From now on, there will be no more darkness. There is no way for the curse to last. Fear can't grow. Heaven has reached every spot. Now you are safe. You can now be seen. You are being held now. Now, you're ready. Your soul knows the truth, even if your mind still has doubts. You have been picked. You're loved. You are being watched over in ways you can't understand. Fear would go away for good if you could see what's around you. Angels are close by. Every dark voice is shut up by light. God is still looking at you. Not once, even after you left, even when you didn't pray. He held out. They will come back, he said in a whisper. And you did tonight. You came back in order not to perform. Do not be afraid. That is, to relationships. To love that chased you all the time. You're not the same person anymore. Your spirit is happier. The darkness lost its strength. The voice of heaven fills the silence. You are now wrapped in something that will never end. Now the part you were waiting for comes. Watch how fast it starts to move. The phone call, what it says, the big step forward. Stillness. Watch how it gets there in amazing ways, not a lack of hope. Wow. Because God moves all the way. And when the Archangel Michael comes, nothing stays the same. Archangel Michael was sent to your house tonight for a good reason. You might not fully get it yet, but you will. You will remember this moment when the thing you have been praying for finally comes true. This night will stay with you. These words will stay with you. You'll also whisper to yourself, that was real. Heaven really came for me. It did, and it always will. You're not lost. You're not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You make things possible. You shine. You are the child that heaven wouldn't give up on. Now you're walking into everything that was promised. The angels are very happy. The Archangel Michael is beaming. God is telling them, welcome home. So just stay here a little longer in this silence. You're seeing the start of something beautiful. Not too loud, not exciting, but real, deep and holy. In this quiet place, heaven speaks most clearly, where your soul breathes out, where the weight finally goes away. You've been wanting this feeling, but don't know how to get it. But you know what it is now that it's here. You remember something you thought you had lost. Peace. This is peace coming to you. Give this peace a voice. I choose peace over fear in the comments. It wasn't a wish, it was a choice. This is how you let the spiritual world know that you are no longer ready for the chaos you lived through. You've chosen alignment. You've chosen to be clear. You decide what will happen next. You are still being protected by Archangel Michael. He has already gone ahead of you into tomorrow, the days ahead, and the things that are making you sad. You're scared about that meeting, that bill that makes you feel bad, that person who hurt you and caused you trouble. Heaven is already there, in use, putting on, making plans. You won't be walking into the next part by yourself. You won't be left alone for another second. Your name has been called out in the courts of heaven, and the sword of Archangel Michael has been drawn. It is okay for you to be at peace. Given the okay for favor, accepted for restoration. Things that happen to you may start to seem like coincidences. A message from someone who made you think of them. A door opening by itself. Please help me get there on time. That's not luck. That is lining up. That's heaven moving things around to support your yes. That's God telling them, I saw you, I got you, I didn't leave. The way you walk will change now. That is not with pride, but with quiet spiritual confidence. Not out of pride, but because you know you are held, picked, taken care of. No longer do you have to feel like you have to be perfect. You could never earn grace. It was always given. It has now been sent to you. Some people will want to be near your light. Some people will back off. Let them. Don't go after people who can't handle how bright you are becoming. It was only the dimmed version of you that made them feel good. You can't shrink any longer, though. You are meant to shine, to bring light into places that are dark, to change the mood of a room just by walking in it. Something has changed inside that can't be changed back, even if it doesn't look different on the outside yet. Your divine identity has been embraced. You remember what kind of person you are. That won't be taken away from you again. You are locked in light, fired up all over. Grace is all around, led by the wisdom of God. This isn't making things up. This is heaven. You might start having more vivid dreams. Not every dream will make sense, but some will be very clear to you. There your angels are planting the seeds of wisdom in your spirit. Pay attention. Write down what seems holy. The voice from heaven is now clearer. By thinking, by using signs, by talking to people, by way of music, during times you almost miss. Keep your door open. Pay attention. You are about to enter a clear time. Peace will rule where chaos used to be. Faith will speak where fear used to scream. Flow will move you forward where delay held you back. The fog is going away. Things are getting easier. The path is becoming clear, and there are angels with you. Now take a moment. Put your hand on your heart. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and whisper this: I'm safe, I am seen. I have help from heaven. My house is holy. I am safe on my journey. My future is going exactly as planned. Feel the weight leave your body as you breathe out. That's not making up stories. That is God being there. That is the truth calming your nerves. Such things happen when heaven gets close. Life will feel different from now on. Someone will remind you of how soft you are. You have a strength you didn't know you had. Stillness that makes noise less loud. Now you're in a holy place. You won't want to go back to being the person you were, and you can't. This is just the start. You will start to see miracles happen. It's never the kind you want, but it's always the kind you need. Like the kind that changes your spirit before it changes your life. Those are the miracles that last. That's not because you're weak. It's because you've met someone with real power. You are not naive. You will love more freely because you know that love is the strongest force in the world. You'll trust God more because He has shown Himself to be good, not because life is easy. And yes, the dark may still try to speak. You now know how to answer, though. Not out of fear, not with fear, but with peace. I know who I am and who walks with me, you'll say with a smile. This moment will stay with you. When doubt starts to creep in, you will go back to it. This was the night I felt like I was in heaven in my room, you'll say. Since you did, you still do. You are surrounded by light. There is love all around you. You are in the hands of God. Miracles do still happen because of people like you. All of this is the most holy truth. This is just the start. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.